Do you think Louis might be seeing monkeys and things like that in the jungle?
Yes, monkeys, all sorts of weird animals, I suppose. I can't imagine what the jungle would be like.
Did you ever go to Africa?
Beg your pardon?
Did either of you go to Africa ever?
No.
Never went there.
Nowhere near it.
No. Dubai would be as near as any place, I suppose.
We came down at Istanbul on one occasion, but we saw some minarets in the distance, but that was all we saw of
and we didn't get off the plane, but they thought there was a bomb on the plane, and the plane they looked right through. Apparently there was a bomb, there was something there anyway, but we weren't allowed to put our little toes down on the ground. That was our first trip to Europe, that happened. It was Athens we ended up at, wasn't it?
yes.
And then we flew in over Austria, which was a tremendous thrill to us because we hadn't anticipated that. Our route was so different. And these beautiful mountains. I thought Austria was just second to heaven, really, didn't you?
Yes.
Wonderful surprise. And then next thing, within 2 or 3 hours, we're at Heathrow.
In your days, what are some of the things that you've done you're particularly happy that you've done? Looking back on your life, what are the things you're glad?
Having a few days in Russia behind the Iron Curtain, it was fairly unique. That was an amazing thing. And then we had a few days in China and got a very different welcome.
Before it opened up to the world.
A very different welcome from the welcome we got when we arrived in Russia.
They wouldn't stamp our books in Russia. But China, they met us with such glee, lovely beaming smiles and welcome for China. That was a few days later. The difference between the two countries, both the same persuasion.
We were fortunate enough to see Borobudur, which is second only, I believe, to the Angkor Wat. We were in a conference in Bali, and we had a day in Jakarta, and went to see the Borobudur, which we thought was just amazing, really.
Our plane was hit by lightning right beside me, and I thought, this is goodbye. Well, we kept flying. We're very lucky. It was a small plane, but we were put right at the very front. This was during the medical conference.
Well, another memorable day was going to the war offices occupied by Churchill under Whitehall. We were members of the Royal Commonwealth Society, and we were taken down there. You can go down there now, but you have to walk along a channel.
He sat on the chair, Churchill's chair. Now you can only just look at it from the distance.
And we went into the little room where Churchill used to phone direct to speak to Roosevelt. And we sat at the War Cabinet desk, sat in his chair, and there were some of the original stationery still scattered around this big table under Whitehorse.
And his bedroom, we saw his bedroom, and he had a little iron bed, a 2'6" iron bed, and a little cabinet with a potty in that cabinet. And this minute room the size of an ordinary laundry, that was where he slept during that period.
Yes.
That astonished us. But I don't think the public would be able to even see that now. We've been really blessed. We've got 9 lovely, lovely grandchildren. We're immensely proud of each and every one of you. It's a fact. You've all done extremely well. You've worked hard and honestly. You're all healthy, good-looking, handsome, beautiful children. Not children now, of course. Hugo's the only child. He's unwell at present. He's been pretty sick, but he's getting better. But the doctors couldn't find out. They didn't know what was wrong with him. And it was his Uncle David who diagnosed his situation for him. But his rest is the only cure for it, so he'll be away from school. But he went to school yesterday for half an hour for one period and to say hi to his friends. That was arranged by the school. They forgot about the infection, I think, perhaps.